Yo, my niggas, what is up? What is good? It's your boy, Sev the Savage, and we're back again with another video. So today, I want to talk about Granblue. More specifically, it's story/RPG mode, and how actually amazing that is once you stop and think about it. Yeah, it has some flaws, but if you really think about it, they might be onto something. So, without further ado, let's fuck it up. Okay, so when I say they might be onto something, here's what I mean. They found a way to mesh two genres together: RPGs and fighting games. They mashed the two together. The whole story mode is the RPG side of it, and then the rest of it is fighting game. See what I mean? Now, here, let me give you guys some points that I've written down. So, the story, basically, it takes place in like parts. So you have your certain parts. So you pick your character, you pick their gear, and you just jump right into it. And like after like a certain amount of stages, you run into the boss. And throughout all of this, there are cutscenes telling you the story. And on top of all of that, the story mode is how you get the characters' skins. And when I say skins, like take Granblue for example, that's how you get the weapon skins. That's how you get the different variation of characters' weapons. And on top of all that, it's co-op. The story mode's co-op. You can bring a friend in and you guys can fight the main boss together. Like that's kind of OD. Like I've never actually seen something like that. Like that's OD. Like they might be onto something with that. Sure, the game has its flaws. Well, the mode has its flaws, but they might be onto something. And with that, you can play with friends without even have to fight each other. Like you can like teach your friend who maybe not be in the fighting games, teach them the controls of the games. Like teach them like a character, like, okay, so this character does this, you can press this button and to do that. And it can bring people who aren't in the fighting games into fighting games. If they're in the RPGs, it can bring them in. Like maybe they were hesitant because of the fighting game, but it has an RPG side, so they give it a try. They play the RPG mode, they like it, they go into training mode, or they play online, they might like it. They might actually start playing it more. See? Now let me give another franchise as an example. RWBY. You know RWBY has a lot of fans. You know RWBY brings in the fans. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, for example. A lot of people played that game because of RWBY. Because of RWBY, Blake, and Yang. I'm one of those people who bought the game because of RWBY. Now, if RWBY had an RPG mode on top of its own fighting game, you know how many people would play that? Whether it's a fighting game or not, I would play for the fucking RPG mode. Like, I want to play as Rin and Nora and Sun and John and Pyrrha and Penny and Cinder, and I just want to play as all of them. Like, even if the RPG mode is short, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would have fun with it. Because even if they aren't into fighting games, they'll buy it because of Ruby. They'll buy it because if you play the RPG mode, you get cool stuff. You get to change your weapon. You get to change the look of your weapon. Like, people would like that. Basically it's kind of a cash grab, but it's a dope way to pull people in. I like that idea. I know they would companies may or may not be for it, but that's a good idea. The more I think about it, the more I actually want to see that happen. Like, I want this to be a thing one day. Like, not to say everybody should just copy and paste what Granblue did, but what they started doing could be the blueprint to many more successful games and many more successful fighting games. Anyways, that's it. That's all I had to say. I hope all you niggas enjoyed. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what your thoughts. Let me hear your thoughts down in the comments below. I'll catch all you niggas later. To bang bitches.